At some point in your journey of losing fat, be it keto, be it low carb, a day will come when you get inside the kitchen. Look at paneer, look at eggs, look at chicken, or even if you look at just the ingredients, you would feel this is not what I want to do. Suddenly the diet which was working, helping you to reach your goals, lose more weight, starts becoming a prison at the moment. You are now spiraling down with this thought that I am in a restrictive routine. And today I want to talk about something which I have seen people giving up, which nobody can predict. Even a coach cannot predict whether you will be bored one fine day. And by the end of this video, we'll be decoding it so that we can detect it the next time you get bored, the next time you feel that you are exhausted being on the same diet, despite everything was good. This is going to be super helpful for you. Hi, welcome back. I'm Rahul Kamra, founder of Keto, and after transforming myself and 1200 plus people, nobody cares about these transformations because I want to tell you something. There are people who have not even subscribed to the channel. Pressing the bell icon and subscribing to the channel will cost you nothing. But every Sunday 6 p.m. you will get a video which talks about keto, low carb, fat loss psychology. And when I talk about psychological aspects, remember one thing, fat loss is not about just being on a diet. You need to rewire yourself, change your habits so that you can sustain. Coming back to the topic, people get bored and this is fact of life. But we will be decoding this, dividing into few chapters. Chapters are there in the bottom bar. Do watch them again. This is going to be slightly complicated, but this is going to be super helpful if you try to understand the depth of what I mean to say. Chapter 1, the difference between boring and predictable. Now, this is a very interesting one. You do not get bored of going to the same office, doing the same stuff. You do not get bored because when you get up in the morning, you're supposed to brush your teeth, you have your morning chai. You don't get bored with these things. You get bored the moment when you're on a diet and you label it something. This is where the key is. Whenever humans label something as a different process, their tendency of becoming bored is much more higher. Let me explain. On a normal day before keto, you would have dal, roti, sabji. Maybe you would have 5 days breakfast before going to office. It's going to be pretty much repetitive. You would have similar types of dishes. You will not be bored because restrictiveness is not there. You're not labeling it. But the moment when you're on a diet, it is never ever boring food. It is also about that unavailability of new ingredients, which you had to cut out when you shifted to ketosis, or which you had to cut out when you shifted to a low carbohydrate routine. Because the moment when you start restricting yourself, your brain starts hyper focusing on what's not available. This is called as the scarcity effect. If you notice around you, if you're staying in India, if you're staying in UAE, cuisines which thrive are local cuisines. Any of the most successful restaurants which are making major profits would not be a specialty one, would be the one which is doing basic things. That is why a lot of people, those who stay in South India, they're very happy to open up a business which is pretty much dal idli sambar. Somebody who's from North India would be like, I want to make Amritsari butter chicken. But this is where you start realizing that people like simpler foods and simple things when they're getting that restriction. So I want you to pause for a second and think about how many things do you actually value now which are restricted. We move to chapter number 2, which is more interesting. Why predictability is not the enemy, it's the strategy. Boring things sustain much more than interesting things. Think about the things in your life which have lasted the longest. Your morning chai routine, your daily route to office, you getting up in the morning and brushing your teeth as it is. There's nothing which is exciting. These are boring things which you're doing day in, day out. Now coming to diets. This is also for Keto members. That changing of recipes on Tuesday when recipe number 4, 5, 6, 7 is put up. Recipe number 1, 2, 3 is done on Friday. This becomes like stimulation. And eventually when you're overstimulated, you're like done. You don't want it anymore. See, the point here is that when keto done correctly, it is absolutely simple. When I talk about 20 to 22 cyclic recipes for Keto members, they don't even realize that they have not eaten the same recipe thrice in a matter of 2 months. And when I talk about them in their entire plan, say for example for 16 weeks, which is the maximum commitment which I give to them, out of those 160 days, if you divide by 22, you would not repeat the same recipe every 22 days because patterns would change. However, even if you have it say once a month in this 4 months plan, you have eaten the same recipe 4 goddamn times. So if you realize there is boredom which is coming in just because the recipes are not repeated, things have become similar. They are now extremely simple. This is one of the reasons why when I designed the Keto plan, I made a monthly which is for people to try. I made 3 months and 4 months and I do not have anything above 4 months. I want to test after 4 months, where are you standing? I want to see after 4 months, do you say yes to this plan and do I say yes to you? Because it's mutual. I want to see where exactly have you reached. And there are people who have definitely got bored. I've got them out of that boredom and made them sustain into this. This is where I'm bringing chapter number 3, what to do when boredom hits without breaking a routine. Let's be practical about it. Boredom is going to come to you for sure. You're not supposed to ignore it. You're supposed to acknowledge it. There's a way to work onto it. We just simply get 2 steps so that you understand understand, you concisely try to manage them, and you do not get bored with your diet. Let's get to the point. Number 1, separate food boredom from life boredom. If your life is extremely boring, I am very happy to inform you, you must be doing really well with your life. It could be a homemaker also who's being at home. There's nothing to do. It's absolutely fine. No worries. Husband takes care of everything. You take care of kids. You have your responsibilities assigned. You're sorted. Now, there comes food. There comes a new recipe. There comes ketogenic diet. And then a point comes where you feel, oh my life has no variety. I want to be out of this. I want to not be bored. I want something to work around from my food perspective. You would 99% of the times, or rather you would 100% of the times not be bored of your food. You would be bored of your daily life. Now your life boredom has overtaken your food boredom. So before you make a change, ask yourself, is it food boredom or life boredom? We move to second. Add variety within the entire plan, not outside it. There are tutorials members who have been asking me questions. Can I eat a dessert every day? Can I drink Diet Coke every day? You can have it, yeah. There's no problem. Eat dessert every day, have Diet Coke. But then please, again, reset your expectations that I want to lose X number of kilos in a matter of this much time. You're simply adding some calories. But if you're designing and adding more variety into your routine, add it in the structure, not outside the structure. So you can change how you prepare it. You can change your paneer gravies. You can change how you prepare chicken. You can change a few ways, but keeping the macros same, keeping the ratio same. I've recently also told about people how they should be focusing on preparing a meal, plating it well. So don't try to experiment it way too much. Few experiments here and there are fine. The third thing is to remind yourself, because if you've been watching this video, that boring things help you to sustain much better. It helps you to protect your progress. Whenever there's predictability in life, you genuinely know whether what is going to happen next. You actually see a lot of things which are easier and simpler to do. Simple scales and complex fails is not just a proverb. It is real aspects of life. The day when your diet is equivalent to you getting up in the morning, brushing your teeth without even using your brains, that moment you are sustaining it much better as compared to anybody else. And this is something which is the third point, which is a very critical point, that I want you to please note down these 3 points so that it can be helpful for you. Meanwhile, concluding this video, I've been on keto for the last 8 years of my life. Yes, it is goddamn boring. Today, I'm recording this on 3rd of August. I recorded 60 reels on 2nd of August out of boredom. I simply said, I'm feeling bored. I feel like doing something else in my life. I said, no, let me focus on what I want to do. As a business person, at times, it definitely gets really boring. Coaching people has never been easy. With that thought, I may simply stop this YouTube channel. How many subscribers do I have? 2,800. Doesn't matter to me. Yes. I'm putting so much of efforts. I'm recording this video at the moment. I'm speaking for so long. I can simply stop it. I need to channelize myself and say that it's absolutely fine. You got enough value, but you did not subscribe. So don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, pressing the bell icon. I hope you found this useful. If you want to learn the hidden cost behind ketogenic diet, how you get in and out of keto every now and then, check out this video. If you want to learn how you should be plating your food to make your diet sustainable, check out this video. This is Rahul Kamra. I'll see you next Sunday 6 p.m. if I'm not bored. Signing off.